Yeah,
Who
so
is next?
who we've got next? We've got Jody Samuels. Super excited to have her today. I've met her a few times. Sadly, the COVID stuff, I haven't been able to visit with her, but we're super excited to have her today. She's a professional trader, having worked for a New York investment bank for 14 years. So we have a lot of experience today with our speakers. I'm really excited to see what she has to say. She founded ForexTradersEdge.com, which is an Elliott Wave-based education company that provides courses, trading services, including trading signals and live trading and analysis rooms. She's going to cover a lot today, how to apply the 3 top Elliott Wave setups, how to read and understand the market map, understanding which setups are the most profitable, and a system for consistently finding high probability trades. So Jody, we're excited to have you here today. Thank you for joining us for Women in Wealth. Want to see, we'll get you set up. Make sure you are unmuted.
Thank you, Nikki. Thank you, Pat. Good to see you.
Thank you.
So I'll share my screen.
Yep, we'll get you set up and you're ready to take it away.
How is that?
Perfect. You're good.
Okay, great. Well, thank you so much. What a great event this is, and I'm so glad to be a part of it. Thank you for inviting me. So my topic today is how to apply the 3 top Elliott Wave setups to achieve consistent profits in your trading. And I always like to start with the disclaimer. It's really important. And I have a little present for you, a little bonus present. This is my book, The Trader's Pendulum, the 10 Habits of Highly Successful Traders. At the end, I'm just going to give you a link to download the 10 Habits Summarized. And this is a great book to take you through the market and financial and emotional pendulums that we as traders experience on a day-to-day basis. So this is what you're going to learn during this masterclass, how to anticipate market direction by reading the market map. That's really important. That gives us the context. And then how to locate and trade with confidence the 3 top Elliott Wave setups using a simple checklist. So I'm going to teach you the 3 top setups. And then how to trade only the most highly lucrative setups for maximum profits. And that involves risk management and trade management. So we put it all together with our system. Today you will learn a logical process to make trading decisions with total clarity, with confidence, with the odds in your favor for consistent profits. Why is this important for you to know? The market is getting complex. It is much more volatile these days. Emotions are the Achilles heel for traders. So therefore you need a system that removes the emotions. I'm sure all of you can vouch for having your emotions enter into your trades, and the result isn't as you had hoped. So you need to filter out the bad trades and not take all trades. And if you're planning to adopt automation, you really do need a foundation first. Also, your capital is likely limited, and if you blow up your account, you might not get a second chance. So why is this for you? If you're an experienced trader, this is clearly for you. It can help you take your trading to the next level. If you're a new trader, we cover all bases. This is absolutely for you. This can save you years of trial and error figuring out how to make trading work for you. And by the way, I cover all asset classes, as you will soon see. House rules. I'm going to show you a trading system, but this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. It involves consistent work. It's not for gamblers, and many people that trade lose money. And on top of that, a little confession, I've been trading for more than 30 years, and you might think that I have an advantage over most traders, and to a certain extent, you are right. In case you don't know me well, I traded currencies for 14 years for JP Morgan in New York and Toronto. I was the lead trader for the British pound for 6 years. I traded it from 240 to 105 back to 140 profitably. I was actually the only female trader during that time amongst the big banks. I've been trading for 20 plus years as an independent retail trader, just like you. So futures, Forex, stocks, and options. So if you are starting to think, oh, trading must be easy for Jody, but not for me, I just want to share something with you. I also hit a wall after leaving the bank. On the one hand, I was confident I had this bank experience behind me. But on the other hand, I had doubts and uncertainty, just like anybody else. When I left the bank, I didn't have access to bank support and the flow of information. And the strategists who would be on the desk and come to tell us when important news came out or when somebody important said something. And back then, when I left the bank, I had to pay $2,500 a month in data and chart fees. So I started trading futures. There wasn't an established Forex retail market yet. This was in the late 90s. I thought, if I was successful with only a few tools at the bank, why couldn't I be successful now? Why not? So I went back to basics, using the strengths that I developed at the bank, and I added more competencies. I invested in training, conferences, events, masterminds. And then I was established as an independent trader. I started to trade profitably with the help of a system I developed and refined over the years. Then I founded FX Trader's Edge back in 2006, and I'm still here after 30 plus years trading. And though it wasn't easy, the journey is worth every minute, and it can be for you too. So what process did I follow to remove any hint of doubt, uncertainty, and to overcome starting the month $2,500 down to finally become an established and profitable retail trader? It's the same process that I'm going to show you now. So you can remove uncertainty, get clarity, and trade confidently for consistent profits. And I'm going to give you that briefing now. So let's get started. How to apply the 3 top Elliott Wave setups to achieve consistent profits in your trading. And I'm going to show you examples in Forex and in stocks. This is my system. First, we have the analysis. We do the analysis. Then we move on to strategy, and then we move on to trade management. So with the analysis, I'm going to teach you all about the market map. And then I'm going to show you the 3 top setups and a simple strategy to trade those 3 top setups. Then we're going to discuss optimal risk reward and trade management, because this is very, very important. You want to be able to ride your profits and not cut them short. So analysis, the market map for the Wavy Tunnel Pro. The Wavy Tunnel Pro is our program that I'm going to tell you about at the end of this talk. So this is the market map that I follow for the Wavy Tunnel Pro. This is the first step in achieving consistency. It's to have a thorough knowledge of the market to determine possible future scenarios and be prepared to take advantage of opportunities that arise. It's like doing a top-down approach. In our system, we use the market map in order to provide market context and increase the likelihood of successful outcomes. In other words, we want to know the direction. Is this particular stock or Forex pair moving up, moving down, or moving sideways? That's what the market map tells us. And here we have a market map for the uptrend and for the downtrend. So the market map is really an Elliott wave sequence. It's the 8-wave market cycle. We have 5 waves moving up. This is a trend. All trends are encapsulated within channel lines. And then we have the reversal point at point T, the termination point, where we have the end of the trend and then the market comes back. And we have these corrections for a wave 2 and a wave 4 as well. This is for the uptrend. It's the same story for the downtrend, but it's the reverse. So when we map the 8-wave market cycle with the wavy tunnel, for me, it's very elegant. And when I have internalized the Wavy Tunnel Pro setup so that when I look at any chart, I can just see what market cycle we're in, and then I decide if I want to trade it and what the next move is going to be. So I'm going to show you the 3 top setups now. That's strategy, the 3 top setups for pulling the trigger based on this market map. So this is the second step to reaching the path of success. You need an effective strategy, which is easy to understand. And then after a good analysis, which is looking at the market map, strategy is used to identify the exact entry point, the stop loss level, and the profit target, and to know when to trade and when to stay out of the market. If it's a good setup, take it. Removing the emotions is key. If it's not so good, don't take it. Here are the 3 trades. The first trade is to buy the wave 3. So you can buy at the beginning of the wave 3, or you can buy during the wave 3. And wave 3 is a synonym for strong trend. When price action is moving up and we barely see retracements, that is a wave 3. You want to get in on small pullbacks. The second trade that we're going to show, this is one of my favorite trades. The second trade is buying for the wave 5 after a wave 4 correction. I love this setup, and I'm going to show you lots of examples for this one. And then the final is the trade number 3. It's the end of trend trade to sell the wave A and leave your stop above the highs. I'm going to show you this trade as well with a few examples, and we're going to go into now the 4-step process, the checklist that we use to trade these 3 top setups. So let's start with the end of trend trade. When the market has moved up to an exhaustion point, or so you think, and we call that point T the termination point, this is called a trend reversal top setup. And what do we look for? We look for a reversal candlestick pattern, divergence or a major peak, a trend line break, and a 1, 2, 3 reversal on a smaller time frame. That's it. 4 points on our checklist. So I've taken an example in the Aussie dollar. This was in March. Okay, and I'm going to show more recent examples as well, but this is just so that you can get the hang of this little 4-point strategy to trade the end of trend trade. Reversal candlestick pattern. This is a very long tail. So that is a reversal candlestick pattern because it shows that the sellers took the market all the way down, and then the buyers took it all the way back up again. And when the buyers took it all the way back up and we closed in the middle of the range, the buyers are more in control than the sellers. So that's why we call this a reversal candlestick pattern. And that would be a check on our checklist. Done. Now we're going to look for this is the awesome oscillator. This is a 34.5 awesome oscillator. This is the awesome oscillator that I use to find the end of the trend. And we're looking for divergence or a major peak. In this case, we have a major peak. When you see all of the red histogram bars moving down to an extreme on the awesome oscillator chart, that's an extreme move, and that's a major peak. Even though it's really a major trough, it's moving down. If we were moving up, it would be a major peak, but you get the picture. So we have a major trough, a major low in the awesome oscillator for this Aussie dollar. Check. We want to check all 4 things off on our checklist. Then when we have such a steep move down, we can draw a trend line. It's going to be a trend line. And we know that when we break the trend line, we're probably going to move up and we're going to correct the previous move. We don't necessarily know how much we're going to move up at this point, but we know we're going to have some kind of a move in the opposite direction. So make sure you draw your trend lines. It's really visually appealing. It helps me, and it helps me watch the market, especially if you're looking at the charts once a day and you're looking at the daily charts, then this is very useful because you would do nothing with these red candles moving down, and you only start to look at a potential reversal right over here. So that's the trend line break. And lastly, the 1, 2, 3 reversal on a smaller time frame. This is the smaller time frame because if we go back to the daily, we can't really see the 1, 2, 3 reversal. A 1, 2, 3 reversal, I'll just define it, is where you label the low point a 0.1, not to be confused with wave counting. And then the market moves up, that's a 0.2. The market moves down, that's a 0.3. Technically, you would draw this line across here, and and when the market takes out this price, that would be the buy. And it should close above there. Now, in this, where I've drawn the box, we actually have another 1, 2, 3 reversal here. You can't see it on this time frame, but it's very evident, very clear on the 1 hour time frame if you're really stalking this pair. So let's look at gold. Here's another example. This is the daily chart as well. We have a reversal candlestick pattern. We have an engulfing pattern up here. We have divergence or a major peak. In this case, it's a major peak. Once again, this is a major peak. You see the awesome histogram bars moving to the top end. And the third is a trend line break. So in this case, we had a very, very strong move down on this daily candle. And let's look at the 1, 2, 3 reversal on a smaller time frame. On the 4 hour chart, we did have a chance to get in to the trade. We did break down, and then we broke down again. And maybe we were alerted to a potential move down on the daily chart, and we wanted to keep an eye on it because I drew a very thick trend line. We may have closed right below the trend line. I think we did on that daily, just barely. So this is the 4 hour, and I've labeled the high price as a 0.1, then a 0.2, then a 0.3. We draw a line right over here at 0.2, and when we break down, that's when we would sell. So just going back, we've shown 2 examples, and one with the Aussie dollar, one with gold, and now that would be the end of trend trade. Now we're going to look at trading the trade number 2 by the wave 5 top setup. So stop below wave 4. So as I mentioned to you, this is also one of my favorite setups. And we're going to look at some examples to show you how we can actually take advantage of the next move up and also set some profit targets. So we're going to give one example using the Aussie. This is a different, this occurred at a different time than the other trade. So we have a 3, 4, 5. We have divergence in the awesome oscillator. In this case, that's the first thing that we look for. We want to see divergence or a major peak. So we do have divergence. This is the 4 hour chart. I've labeled this a wave 3, and then we correct down for a wave 4. And let's look at the reversal candlestick pattern here. We have a hammer, also a long tail. So this is a hammer pattern. Now let's draw the trend line. Here we have a trend line break. We've drawn the trend line from the peak down. We have a trend line break. Now let's look at the 1, 2, 3 reversal. The 1, 2, 3 reversal, if we label the low a 0.1 and then the move up a 0.2 and then the move down a 0.3, we would take the trade once it closes above this 0.2 level. And we take the trade, and it trades higher. I mean, this is a good trade. This is a solid trade. Now, like I said, if you're stalking the market, you can go down to a smaller time frame and see if there is a 1, 2, 3 reversal on a smaller time frame once you have your view that we are moving higher, and you would set your stop below 0.1. Now let's look at some stock examples. So these trades, by the way, the Wave 5 top setup is a trend continuation trade. So we've consolidated quite a bit, and we're looking for the next move up. So this is a 4-hour Facebook, and we have a major peak in the awesome. We are looking for a reversal candlestick pattern. We just have we have a small tail, and we have a doji candle. Sometimes a doji candle is a candle of indecision. And then we draw the trend line, we have a trend line break, and we set up our 1, 2, 3 reversal. Okay, our 1, 2, 3 reversal is the blue dotted line across these peaks. And then what we do is we run our Fibonacci extension tool from the top of the wave 3 to the bottom of the wave 4 to project some targets. This is what we always do. We run our Fibonacci extension tool from wave 3 to the end of wave 4, and we get some targets. The trade is triggered when we take out these price highs. So let's see what happens. Facebook goes to the 200% level after buying it down here, and you can take profits along the way. You do not want to give back your profits, okay, because this looks like another, yeah, you do not want to give back profits. So we didn't even talk about trade management yet, which we are going to shortly. Here's another example. This is Roku. We were looking for divergence. We have divergence in the awesome oscillator, and we've labeled this a wave 3. And now the market corrects. We have a piercing pattern. That's a reversal candlestick pattern. And we have a trend line break, and we have set up the 1, 2, 3 reversal. This would be a 0.1, 0.2, 0.3. And we don't take the trade until we break above these highs. I mean, at this point, Roku could trade lower, and then we have to reestablish our 1, 2, 3 reversal point. So let's see what happens. We use our we do use our Fibonacci tool. We make the assumption that we are going to break higher, but if we do break down and trade a little lower, that's fine too. We use our Fibonacci extension tool to project what happens. And using the Fibonacci tool is really, really good because it gives us an idea of where it's like, where's the car going? Like, what is our GPS? That's our GPS. That tells us where we're going in the market. Because if we don't use GPS, and it's really so easy to just take our profits too soon. Believe me, I've done it, and I'm sure you have too. So what I force myself to do is to use the Fibonacci extension tool to see what the potential is, and then I train my brain. I talk about it, and I say, okay, this is where we're potentially going. Great. I don't budge until we get there. So let's see what happens. Well, Roku actually it doesn't move down. It does consolidate sideways a while longer, and then we break through at this point. So you can buy on the pullback and use these profit targets. Now, when I printed off the chart, this is where we were. Now we're currently, today we hit the 261.8% target at $211. So I would, if you're in this, I would be out of most of the position, maybe hold a tiny bit of the position left in case it moves higher, but this is really a very strong target. Beyond, BYND. I remember when my daughter's a dietitian, and she said, when it first came out, she said, Mom, I want to buy some Beyond stock. She's in her 20s. I want to buy some. I told her to, think of some stocks that she would like to buy. She says, Beyond. So she bought some Beyond right after the IPO, and she's just sitting, she's holding it. Anyway, buy and hold. But this is talking about trading it. So we look for a divergence or a major peak. We have divergence. We have a reversal candlestick pattern here. This is a hammer. We have another one over here. It's called an engulfing pattern. So we draw our 1, 2, 3 reversal dotted line across, and it looks like we haven't closed above it yet at this point. And of course, we have our trend line break line, our trend line drawn for our trend line break. Now, again, the reason why we draw this is because we don't want to get in too soon. If beyond corrects down lower, we don't want to be in holding the bag. Here, we want to wait until it cleanly breaks through this level. So we run our Fibonacci extension tool on from the high price to the low price, and this is what we get. And let's see what happens. So the current, it breaks through, we close above it, it moves up, we come back down, and you can take options positions with this or just share by shares. And right now we're at the 150% level. So again, good to take a little bit of profits once you have to define what levels you're looking to take profits at. What have we done so far? We've discussed the 3 top setups, and we showed examples on 2 of the top setups. The point 0 or the point T trend reversal. That's the trend reversal top setup. And the trend continuation, the wave 5 top setup. So taking the trade after the wave 4 correction. 2 of my favorite setups. And what do we use? We use a simple checklist. For the trend reversal, we look for the reversal candlestick pattern first. For the trend continuation, we look for the divergence or the major peak first. But the other checklist points are exactly the same. I just follow very specific criteria in my 4 lenses checklist to evaluate if I want to trade a specific setup. I remove subjectivity with the specific criteria. The greater the objectivity, the fewer the emotions. That's what I'm all about. I'm a coach, I'm a mentor, I'm a trader. I'm all about removing the emotions because I've had to work on mine for 30 plus years. So for me, the greater the objectivity, the fewer the emotions that I have, which means I want to be really well, I want to really plan my trades out well and look for the potential profit so that I don't get out of my position too soon. The Wavy Tunnel PRO strategy has what I've always been looking for, namely clear, defined, understandable, and consistent rules that are not complicated to learn. Even people who have never had anything to do with the stock market can learn these strategies quickly. That's Christians. Now let's talk a little bit about trade management and optimal risk reward for achieving consistent profits. So we discussed analysis, we discussed strategy. Now let's talk about how we manage the trade. This is the 3rd step. We want to maximize profits and lower the risk. And this step can tip the balance between being profitable or not. So for example, by trading only setups with a minimum risk reward ratio that you set in advance, like 1.5 to 1, you can refine your analysis and improve your performance stats immensely. You need a smaller win-loss ratio then, right? You don't have to be right all the time to make money. But when you are right, you want to be able to ride those profits. That's really, I think in all of my years of trading, that is probably the most important lesson that I have learned and that I've had to work on because I have a bit of a trader mentality. Okay, so I've had to work on that. True confessions. The trade plan. I'm going back to the Aussie example on the 4-hour chart. Buy on a 1, 2, 3 reversal and set the stop. So we're going to buy over here. I remember I told you that we have a 1, 2, 3 reversal here as well. And buying at 58.45, stop at 57. That would be below this point here. And that's 145 pip stop loss. because we're taking this trade off of the 4-hour chart. That's a pretty big stop loss in Forex. But we had such a huge move down that you have to figure that's okay because the rebound is going to be huge, right? So all I've done here, I've just shown you a simple way to target your profits, set your profit targets. I ran the Fibonacci retracement tool on the previous swing move, but I didn't go all the way back. I just did it on this last impulse move down. And the Fibonacci tool spits out 3 different profit targets, 38.2, 50%, and 61.8. So remember, the entry is 58.45. Our stop is 5,700. This is our trade plan, by the way. And then our fib profit targets are these levels. So let's see. A second way to set our profit targets is we can be a little bit more aggressive. The first one was more conservative because we set smaller profit targets. Now we're a little bit more aggressive, and we go for the 50%, 61.8, and 78.6. And these would be the levels. So this is just a spreadsheet showing the profitability. And it gives you an idea of extending your profit targets and what that does. So the first is a 12-day hold using the 38.2, 50%, and 61.8% targets. It's a 12-day hold. And then being a little bit more, raising the initial profit target to 50%, it's a 16-day hold. The risk reward on the first 3 targets is 1.76. The risk reward increases to 2.84 when we move our profit targets higher. And we actually get triggered on all of these profit targets. We don't necessarily have to, but in this case, we did get triggered on all these profit targets. So this just explains, it shows you how the risk reward can change based on extending your profit targets a little bit. So if you took 3 mini lots, that's a $10,000 lot, so $30,000 worth of currency of Aussie, you would make $759 over here, and you would make $1,236 over here. And if you took 3 standard lots, it would be $7,590 or $12,360. Let me show you how easy it is to spot the profit levels using the Wavy Tunnel Pro. So when we put the Wavy Tunnel Pro on, we can actually use this in conjunction with Fibonacci to set our profit targets, okay? But let's go back to the numbers. There is another way to look at the P&L using money management. Let me explain. And I know this might be a little bit complicated, but let's forget the dollar amount in profits for a moment. So using proper money management, and this is how you calculate using proper management, let's say we risk 2%. So for the trade plan number 1, that would be a percentage profit of 3.52%. For the trade plan number 2, which is a 16-day hold, that would be a percentage profit of 5.68%. Let me show you how we calculate that. And I'll show you how to calculate the risk reward. I see there's a question. The trade plan number 1 at 3.52%, all you do is once you've calculated the risk reward is you multiply this times the 2% risk. And because the risk reward is higher over here, you're getting a higher percentage profit. How do you calculate the risk reward? You take the stop loss, which is 145 pips, and then you take the average profit and you divide the number of pips in the average profit by the number of pips in the stop loss, and that's your risk reward. So this is just another way of of showing you, like where you see the percentage gain, and that would be the same percentage gain on any account size that you have. Let's just summarize. Adding lenses to trigger the trade. We started with a blank chart. We looked for candlestick patterns. We looked for divergence or a peak in the awesome oscillator. We looked for a trend line break and then a 1, 2, 3 reversal pattern. And we also showed you the Wavy Tunnel Pro. Now, when we set our targets, we used Fibonacci and the Wavy Tunnel Pro to set our targets. And these are the 2 trades that we looked at today. Once you master the simple concepts of using the Wavy Tunnel Pro strategy, combined with the bungees and the semaphores, you can make more accurate probability trades each day, resulting in more profitable trades. David P. from England, from the UK. So this is part of our setup, the bungees and the semaphores, which I haven't even shown you yet. So what is the Wavy Tunnel all about? The Wavy Tunnel, like I explained, it follows the market map. There are 4 trend following trades, the breakout 1, the breakout 2, the breakout 3, and the breakout 4, and then 2 end of trend trades. So what we touched on today were the end of trend trades and the breakout 4 trade, which is the wave 4 at the end of the wave 4 to buy the wave 5. And this would be the breakout 2 trade, which we didn't give examples on. So in the program, we go through we have trade plans for all of these setups, for the 4 breakout trades and the 2 end of trend trades. And we have trade plans and checklists that you follow, and we have hints and tips and really help with triggering the trade, really help with taking profits, etc. So those are the 6 Wavy Tunnel setups. Why does the Wavy Tunnel use 6 trades? Well, I think you know that now, that the market offers different trading opportunities depending on what part of the market cycle or Elliott wave pattern we are in. And Wavy Tunnel trading tunes our visual sense to find the trend trades and the trend reversal trades. So with the Wavy Tunnel, traders will be able to profit no matter what part of the market cycle we are in. I use the Wavy Tunnel to count the waves. I don't really need to be so meticulous with my wave counts when I have the Wavy Tunnel set up on my trades and on my markets, my trading platform. And that's what our students are learning how to do, how to read the market map using the Wavy Tunnel strategy. This is the trading system that has worked for me over the past 30 years and counting. So when I say this, I mean Elliott wave, using Elliott wave and looking at the market cycles. But it's not about me, it's about you. And I believe that if you apply this system in your trading, you can become consistently profitable and achieve your trading goals, whatever they are. And I'm here to help you with that. I'm also a coach with their trading goals. I want to help you meet your trading goals. So what we're doing now is we're doing the Wavy Tunnel Pro 2020, a 5-day accelerated trading and mentorship program, which begins on November 15th. It's 5 straight days, and everything will be recorded if you miss some of the sessions. The Wavy Tunnel Pro 2020 5-day accelerated trading and mentorship program starts November 15th. This is our flagship trading program, and this is my personal system to achieve consistent profits in any market. I want you to meet the team. So Neil he's a management consultant for much of his career, has been trading for over 12 years. He uses the Wavy Tunnel Pro system to professionally run his own trading business and help traders to achieve consistent profits. Neil runs the New York and London trading rooms. And Neil has the students just love Neil because he can look at any chart and tell you exactly what's going to happen. He calls it using his crystal ball, using the Wavy Tunnel, all of the Wavy Tunnel, and he's right over 90% of the time. So I'd want to have him in my trading room as a mentor, that's for sure. And Neil is a Forex expert. So because Neil is in London, England, he's also able to look at stocks and look at CFDs, so all the stock indices, but on the Forex trading platform. If you're in the US, you wouldn't be able to use it, look at those markets on a Forex trading platform, but he can, which means he can analyze those markets for you as well, if asked. Now, Jeff is our automated trading specialist and stock and options master trader. He is truly a master trader. I'm very impressed with Jeff. And he cites the Wavy Tunnel Pro training as the program which allowed him to connect the dots in the markets and become a $1 million trader. So Jeff is also available for you stock and options traders in our Discord room, in our Discord channel. So he's a real gem as well. If you want to get a good sense of where the market is going every session and identify high probability setups, so trade with the odds in your favor and trade these setups with the right position size, with the right risk reward ratio for maximum profits and lower risk, all in just 1 week. And if you want to remove uncertainty in your trading, build confidence and gain clarity about what to trade, when, and how much. Again, you don't want to be in every market if it's not presenting well to you. And get massive confidence when you learn to identify high probability setups. And finally, achieve consistent profits in your trading. Then this is specifically for you, new traders and experienced traders. Everybody is going to get something from this program. Experienced traders, you will get a lot of golden nuggets. New traders, you'll get a whole program, which you will be able to really after the program, you'll be able to use what you get and then be able to review the material over and over again to pick up more and more insights in your trading. This is how we're going to do it in a 1-week program. On day 1, well, first of all, the 5-day accelerated program has 30 training sessions. So we get a lot in. And section 1 is on the Elliott Wave series. So that's day 1. And I'm going to be doing 3 separate Q&A sessions every single day, 2 or 3 Q&A sessions to give you some coaching exercises and to answer questions and to show you markets. So just to break things up a bit for you. Section 2, which is days 2 and 3, is the actual Wavy Tunnel Pro strategy. We have a lot to cover, so we're doing it in 2 days. And section 3 is all about live trading. So you're going to start out in the New York trading room, and you're going to have time to come up with your own trades, and then we're gonna meet and we're gonna look at those trades. So live trading is day 4. That's what day 4 is about, live trading. Section 4 is day 5, and this is where we discuss harmonic strategies, which I call the icing on the cake. I love harmonics. It is the icing on the cake. So you're going to learn the exact trading system I've used to successfully trade in both institutional and retail markets over the past 3 decades. And there is more than 30 plus years of trading wisdom collected here. Actually, a lot more than that. That's just my trading wisdom. But if we put the 3 of us together, more than 50, probably 60 years of trading wisdom. The price, I've invested tens of thousands of dollars in training over my career. This training added to my experience. I could easily charge several $1,000s for this training. I had a student once that had spent $50K in training before taking the Wavy Tunnel Pro and told me this program is even more valuable. But I'm not going to charge even a fraction of that, not even $10,000 or $5,000. And this online program is equally valuable or more. See, this is my program. Every time we add something to it, the price stays the same. And today, I'm going to give you a price that we really never, it's lower than my price. So It's more affordable. You can enroll for 3 easy payments of I cross that out, or you could save and make one payment of I cross that out. $15.97 is our price that we have never increased in all of these years. Or you can enroll now because you're part of this 2-day session for women for $300 off. It's not only for women, obviously. Enroll now and save an additional $300 by making one payment of $12.97, the lowest price ever, $12.97. So let me tell you what you get. But first, you go to wavytunnelpro.com. That's the website. You click the purchase button. You choose your payment plan, and you get your login information. And you gain instant access to the full Wavy Tunnel Pro course. 5 days, 30 training sessions. If you want to remove uncertainty in your trading, if you want to get clarity about the future, crystal ball, if you want to gain massive confidence in your trading, and if you want to achieve consistent profits in your trading in less than 1 week, because we have a whole team to support you, the Wavy Tunnel Pro system is for you. So enroll now. But it gets better still. For the premium bonus, we have the Wavy Tunnel Pro live Q&A and the mastermind gold nuggets for free. So you will access 15 live Q&A sessions with me and 11 student trade analysis sessions comprised of trade review and analysis. And you're going to internalize the concepts with numerous examples for practice to speed up your development. You're also going to get the Wavy Tunnel Pro desk and the Wave Count desk membership, free for 1 month. And with these memberships, you get the trade scanner for Forex, stocks, commodities, and crypto. You get 4 London and New York trading and analysis rooms per week. You get daily Wave Count videos on 20 different markets. You get a Trade with Confidence video and psychology podcasts. You get trade alerts with entry stops and profit targets on Telegram, and you get access to our Discord membership channel where you can join all of our other students and share your trades, and you get our automated trading tool. Just a few good trades will pay for this entire program. So the scanner. The scanner provides you with the pre-selection of trades in different markets and time frames, Forex, commodity futures, CFDs, stocks. This is our assistant, one of the tools to semi-automate finding potential trades in the market. So this is just a screenshot today of the Forex pairs. Everything looks pretty sideways to me. This shows you a top-down approach from the weekly down to the 5-minute, and it shows you when this scanner took the trade, the time, the price, and the date. So when it went long or short. Perhaps this would be more useful to you. I filtered for some stocks that were all blue, so all bullish from the weekly down to the 5-minute. As you can see, we're in a really bullish market, and this will give you some idea of where these trades were taken. So if we look at Netflix, for example, it went long on the weekly at 279 back in 2018, February 2018, and on the daily chart, it went long in January at 331. Current price is 531. It went long on the 4-hour chart on September 29th at 491. And on the smaller time frames, the hourly, it went long at 517. And on the 15-minute, it actually went long at 485. And on the 5-minute, because this swings up and down, it went long at 525. And that would have been today. So there is a question. Can you apply the Wavy Tunnel Pro on tick charts? And the answer is yes, absolutely. And that's because the markets are fractal. So the Wavy Tunnel can be applied on any time frame, including tick charts. So we also have the scanner on commodities, 31 commodity stock indices and interest rates, and 5 cryptocurrencies. The thing that helped me boost my confidence in taking trades was watching live analysis of the markets in the trading room. This is the place where you can really see how the Wavy Tunnel Pro comes together. You can share your own ideas, speak to people who are willing to help you. Once you learn the Wavy Tunnel Pro system, the reliability and accuracy is astonishing. And Marius isn't the only one to say that. We have so many of our students who are just loving it, and making money. We also have trade alerts with a 4-year track record. So what do you get when you put the Wavy Tunnel together with Elliott Wave analysis? A great track record for Forex and CFDs. So these are trades taken on a Forex trading platform. So you would, if you're trading futures, you would have to look at the trade and then apply it to your futures market. In 2020, so far, it's up almost 1,793 pips. In 2019, 2,193 pips. These are excellent results. 2018, 3,078 pips, and half of 2017, 1,135 pips. Earn while you learn. That's, yeah. But we're still not done. So you're going to get lifetime access to the recordings, 25 Wavy Tunnel Pro original modules, 30 accelerated training sessions, 11 mastermind and trade review sessions, a library of special trading guides and reports, such as a day in the life of the successful Forex and stock trader, and the 10 Habits of Successful Traders summary, which you can get today. Recap, the Wavy Tunnel Pro 2020 5-day accelerated training and mentorship program has 30 live training sessions beginning on November 15th with live Q&A. You'll get access now to the Wavy Tunnel Pro original modules. You get lifetime access to all the training material. You'll get access to the Wavy Tunnel Pro Mastermind and Trade Review, and you'll get 1 month free to the Wavy Tunnel Pro and Wave Count Desk and Scanner, and premium concierge support, Discord channel, and special reports. You can call me directly. My number is available. It's there. Students call me from time to time. Act now for big discount, $300 off. Go to wavytunnelpro.com, save and get priority access by enrolling now, 3 easy payments of $497 or 1 payment of $1297. So this is where you find the sales page, wavytunnelpro.com. If you sign up over the next 48 hours, you will receive a free coaching session with me once the trading is done to help you organize your trading business. It's going to be a fairly comprehensive coaching session to get you organized. Okay, so but you need to sign up over the next 48 hours. And the discount ends on Sunday. So you can sign up and not get the coaching session until Sunday for $1297. But we're giving you 2 days because this session is for 2 days. In my opinion, this is a no-brainer. You get access to a great program, great team, and earn while you learn potential. I got part of my education at JP Morgan and then on my own, paying tens of thousands of dollars in training, events, conferences, and trading groups. But now I'm willing to pass it on to you, my life's work. You get the 5-day accelerated training with unlimited access to all the recordings. So enroll now. It starts November 15th, 2020. Join me in my flagship program. Thanks for watching live. Here's the bonus for staying until the end, wavytunnelpro.com/10 habits. Take action now to receive your free coaching sessions. And I'm just, and actually the link that you're going to sign up for, my apologies, is westmarktrading.com/M9-FX.
Yeah, and hey, Jody, it's Raleigh here. We've got, we have several links that are there. They all end up in the same place, and that's your fantastic offer.
This is it? Yeah? This is the offer?
Yeah, what I was going to say is the link that we posted there, the link that you have, the links that you're going to see, they all go to the same place. So regardless of what people select, they all end up with your offer. So we're in good shape.
Okay. I apologize.
No
My
worries
gosh.
whatsoever. No worries whatsoever. And we have a few more minutes till we have to move on, but there are a couple of questions that came up that I'd like to shoot your way.
Yeah, sure.
So on the one thing is this, just people just wanted to be clear, the solutions that you have, your approach, the Wavy Tunnel Pro, et cetera, can that be applied across all markets?
Oh, absolutely it can. Absolutely.
Okay.
Forex, stocks, futures markets, absolutely. It's the setup, and it works on all of the different trading platforms.
Okay, that's what I thought you covered fairly well, but I wanted to make sure that everybody understood that. There was also that question about, does this work on tick charts?
Yes,
okay,
I answered that earlier. Absolutely.
Okay, great. Let's see here. What else we had here? Oh, there just a minor question. Somebody posted, or actually a couple of people posted. They were wondering what that line was that they saw on the awesome indicator. There was like a red line that was on there.
Okay, that's a simple moving average, a 5-period moving average on the awesome oscillator.
Okay,
so
I
you
got
can actually put, yeah, that's what it is.
And so, Jody, when you're trading the markets, I mean, you were showing your screenshots. That's essentially what you look at. There are no other indicators that you use or oscillators or whatnot. We were looking at your actual slide. And that's what you recommend people use. Is that correct?
Well, the Wavy Tunnel Pro, there are a few other indicators that I haven't. I showed you the Wavy Tunnel. I did not show, I don't think I showed a chart with the bungees and the semaphores. So
Okay.
I showed you the Wavy Tunnel setup, but there are a few more indicators that you get.
Okay. And let's see here. Oh, yeah. There was, when you got into the area, you were talking about the importance of having a risk reward. And the question was, what kind of rule of thumb do you use for calculating risk and reward?
Well, again, it's really important to try to extend that as much as possible. So there's no rule of thumb. Look, if you're day trading, you're going to have a 1-to-1 risk reward. There's no question. But the size, your win-loss ratio is going to be higher. But if you're taking swing positions or you're holding stock positions, you're trading stocks, or even if you're trading Forex, but it's more a little bit more long-term, you want a 1.5-to-1, a 2-to-1, a 4-to-1, a 3-to-1, a 4-to-1. You want to work on getting that risk-reward ratio higher. And that comes with experience.
That does come with experience, absolutely. Jody, at the beginning of the presentation, you were talking about your book that you have out there, and some people were wondering, how do I get that book? Do they go to your website for that?
No, you have to go to Amazon. I don't sell my own book.
Okay.
You can find it on Amazon. It's a Wiley book, actually. You can go on the Wiley website, the Amazon website. Get the book.
There you go. So Amazon is your distributor there. So folks, go to Amazon. You can search under Jody, and it's called The Trader's Pendulum. Is that correct?
Yes, The Trader's Pendulum, 10 Habits of Highly Successful Traders.
Great, terrific.
And I have the summary link up here if they want to download the 10 Habits summary. wavytunnelpro.com/10 habits. Somebody asked.
Perfect. And folks, for those of you, once again, that are taking notes, all these presentations, including Jody's, are being recorded, and we're going to have those rendered and sent to you no later than Saturday this week. We need some time to pull this all together. So you'll have ample time to re-review these presentations and to take note of the special offers, the bonuses, any of the links that are associated with that. So for those of you that may be scribbling furiously, don't worry about it. We've got links that are posted in the chat, and you're also going to have the video so that you can review things. Jody, it's been an absolute pleasure having you with us today. It's wonderful to see you again. Thank you so much for your time. I know you're busy. You're having to hurry off to something else in just a few minutes. But Women in Wealth, we couldn't hold this without you, and we're delighted that you were a part of it.
Oh, Raleigh, thank you so much. I've known you for such a long time. Thank you so much. This is a wonderful event. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Nikki.
Thanks, Jody.
Appreciate it.
We'll see you soon.
Okay.
All
Bye.
right, folks. So Once again, delighted to have had Jody with us. We've had 4 wonderful speakers with us today. For those of you that are just joining us, we had Liz and Jenny from Tasty Trade with us. We had Melissa Armo, with us. We had Miss Schneider and now Jody. We're halfway through the day, and we have some terrific women coming up with us, all successful in what they do, all very committed and willing to share their information with us. And here with Jody, you can see her Wavy Tunnel Pro Accelerated membership. You get the 5-day institutional level program, the Elliott Wave Fibonacci Wavy Tunnel strategies, harmonics analysis, everything. This is, as she said, this is what she's dedicated her life to doing. This is her program, and there's the link for that. So once again, we appreciate her time. And it is the top of the hour, and if not mistaken, something happens here. What is that? Oh, quiz time.
Quiz time.
That's right.
We enjoy quiz time. We really, it kind of wakes us up a little bit, gets things revving. So without any further ado, go ahead and put that first quiz up for me, Raleigh. Who is the richest woman in the world? Ooh, hint, it's not me. You all know how
Not
this
yet.
works. You've got to answer in either chat.
I think we should maybe define rich.
Well,
That's right.
Yes.
You are rich in experience. There
um,
we go.
wisdom and years, all those good things. And just to remind people, we've had a few questions about how this works. So we try to do at the top of every hour. It's a $100 Amazon gift card. We have 2 moderators in the room. They are the ones responsible for looking at chat and Q&A and actually telling us who came through with the first correct answer.
And we have a winner.
Okay, who's our winner?
Kevin Diego. Congratulations, Kevin. And the answer is Mackenzie Scott, $68 billion. His ex-wife.
All right. Okay.